Once upon a time, in a small village nestled between rolling hills and a shimmering lake, lived a young woman named Liana. She was renowned for her beauty. Her long dark hair cascaded like a waterfall, and her eyes sparkled like the stars in the midnight sky. However, her beauty was matched by her ambition. Liana believed that she deserved to marry a wealthy man, one who could give her a life of luxury and ease. From a young age, Liana was told that love was the most important thing in a marriage, but she couldn't see how love could fill her belly or clothe her in fine silks. She had watched her parents, simple farmers, struggle to make ends meet, and she was determined that her life would be different. So, she spent her days dreaming of the day when a rich suitor would sweep her off her feet and carry her away to a grand estate filled with treasures. One day, as Liana was fetching water from the lake, a golden carriage appeared on the road. The carriage was pulled by 4 white horses, and inside sat a man dressed in the finest garments Liana had ever seen. His coat was embroidered with gold thread, and his shoes were made of polished leather. This was Prince Rurik, known far and wide for his immense wealth. When the prince saw Liana, he was struck by her beauty. "You are the most beautiful woman I have ever seen," he said, stepping down from his carriage. "Come with me, and I shall make you my wife. You will live in my castle, surrounded by riches beyond your wildest dreams." Liana's heart soared. Here, at last, was the life she had always wanted. Without a second thought, she agreed and climbed into the golden carriage. As they rode towards the prince's castle, Liana imagined all the fine things that would soon be hers: jewels, gowns, and endless feasts. The castle was indeed magnificent. Its walls were adorned with tapestries woven with gold and silver, and the floors were made of polished marble. Servants attended to her every need, and Liana soon had everything she had ever dreamed of. However, as the days turned into weeks, Liana began to notice something strange. Despite all her wealth, she felt empty. Prince Rurik was kind but distant, spending most of his time managing his vast estates and entertaining foreign dignitaries. He rarely spoke to Liana, and when he did, it was only to praise her beauty. There was no warmth in his words, no true connection between them. Liana realized that she was little more than a trophy to him, something to show off to his guests. Loneliness began to creep into her heart. The grand halls of the castle, once so enchanting, now felt cold and hollow. The jewels and fine clothes that had once delighted her now seemed like a heavy burden. Liana had everything she had ever wanted, yet she had never felt more alone. One evening, as Liana wandered through the castle gardens, she met an old woman tending to the flowers. The woman was bent with age, her face lined with wrinkles, but her eyes were kind. Seeing the sadness in Liana's face, the old woman asked, "What troubles you, my dear?" Liana sighed and told the woman her story. "I have all the wealth I could ever want, but I feel trapped in this castle. The prince does not love me, and I fear I have made a terrible mistake." The old woman nodded knowingly. "True wealth, my dear, is not measured by gold or jewels, but by the love and happiness in your heart. You have been given a golden cage, but it is still a cage. Only you can decide what truly matters to you." That night, Liana thought long and hard about the old woman's words. She realized that she had been so blinded by her desire for wealth that she had forgotten what was truly important. The next morning, she went to Prince Rurik and told him that she could not stay in the castle any longer. "I cannot live in a place where my heart is empty," she said. "I need to find my own path, one where I am free to seek true happiness, not just riches." The prince, though surprised, respected Liana's decision. He provided her with a small sum of money and a simple carriage, and Liana left the castle to start a new life. She traveled far and wide, using her beauty and charm to help others along the way. In time, she found a small village where she was welcomed with open arms. There, Liana met a kind and humble man who worked as a carpenter. He had little in the way of wealth, but his heart was full of love. They married, and though their home was modest, it was filled with warmth and laughter. Liana realized that she had found the true treasure she had been searching for all along. And so, Liana lived happily ever after, not in a golden cage, but in a home where her heart was free and her soul at peace. The moral lesson of the story is that true happiness and fulfillment come not from material wealth, but from love, connection, and finding joy in the simple things in life. Pursuing riches without considering what truly matters can lead to emptiness and loneliness, while choosing a life based on genuine values can bring lasting peace and contentment. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and thanks for watching.